There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real, and you found him.
And there's no more room in hell. The dead will walk here.
I see dead people.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
They're here.
Evening and welcome back to Ghost
Frickin'
Talking.
That's right, Ghost Frickin' Talking, your paranormal podcast like none other, coming and spooking your eardrums as we relay some spooky tales and different news and the paranormal, from aliens to ghosts to cryptids and all the fun stuff in between.
Stuff that'll turn you white.
Yeah, I've seen shit that will turn you white. Exactly. I am your humble host. My name is Nick.
I am your co-host, Trenton.
And I am Newsroom Nessie.
That's right, Newsroom Nessie. And if you guys are looking at us on YouTube, you can see the beautiful Newsroom Nessie is actually on a different screen here in our Spreadshop Newsroom. And if you guys don't know what Spreadshop is our merch shop, where you can get some Ghost Frickin' Talking gear, kind of like the stuff we got on here tonight. If you guys want to look at us on YouTube, we got some awesome hoodies on tonight.
Yeah.
Or if you guys want to check out what we have in our store, where can they find us, Newsroom Nessie?
At gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
Yeah, that's right. That is the link to go and check out our merch shop. We have Ghost Frickin' Talking gear. We also have a couple other designs out there. We got Cthulhu that was done up by our friend Mr. Hinkle Draws.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
So that's a pretty badass Cthulhu doodle that's on there for a t-shirt. And then we have I Survived Area 51.
Yeah, you guys, we still have that shared out. That came from like one of our first ever merch drops almost.
All right. And this is actually episode 75. I think I said like 80 last week.
Yeah, I think you said 80. Close, though.
This is our 75th podcast.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, so we are almost to that big 100. We should be around that mark probably towards the end of the year, depending on how
we'll see
motivated
how many we
get
for October.
For October. But yeah, so if this is like your first time, because I noticed that we're getting a lot of new downloads lately.
Sweet.
So if you don't want to go and listen to that earlier stuff, which is kind of rough, not gonna lie,
it's pretty
rough. Yeah, my name is Nick. I am heavy into the paranormal. We actually live in a haunted house, and I'm not saying like a haunted house like that people put on like in October. This is like a legitimate haunted house. Like we have ghosts that abound in this place. We have a big past of seeing ghosts in the house. Things moved, scratchings.
Like I said, I've seen stuff that turn you white, dude.
Yeah. We've had remote control cars with no batteries. Freak out and start going all over the house, and like it would like stop and then turn and then go after my ex-wife. It was some intense shit that's happened through this house.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It hasn't been as active lately as it has in the past.
Yeah.
So I think a big chunk of it went with her when she left the house.
And I can tell, but that's, if you wanted to know, we said in other podcasts and stuff like that. So
yeah. So with me being big time into the paranormal, me and Trent started up a podcast probably about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about over 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We started this podcast, and we just kind of started it just so we could relay our experiences and everything, and just kind of put a little fun spin to
The
creepy and the paranormal. Because a lot of the paranormal podcasts, they're like real serious. They're like, and there was a bump in the night, and then blah blah blah. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, not us. We talk about anal probing aliens, Mothman's big hairy juicy balls.
Well, no one called them juicy except you.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, you called us. Yeah, dude, that's not good.
Yeah, that's kind of what you're gonna get here. We're really loose. We like to have fun, and we're raunchy at most times, right?
Yeah, it's more than most times.
Yeah.
Just a forewarning.
So Trenton.
Oh yes, I'm Trenton. I don't know what else you need to know about me.
He's the crew.
Yeah, I'm the crew. I've been not abducted. What is that word? Like
abducted?
No. I've been. The word crew has been given to me. I am crew.
Oh, you've been deemed the word.
Yeah, I have been deemed the crew.
Yeah, because it was just you and me for like the first 30 podcasts, I want to say.
Yeah, I would say roughly around maybe 30s to maybe almost 40s, but
yeah, it was just me and
counting?
You. And then the spring of 2021 or 2020.
2020, yeah.
Nessie sat in for a few episodes,
I
and
did.
You just kind of fit right in. And then towards the summer of 2020, all three of us got together, and now we were the terrible trio.
The terrible trio.
Well, everyone likes it when all three of us get together.
yeah,
I wouldn't say terrible,
see,
though.
Like, you guys can rock it, but everyone also is like, "Where's Trent? Where's Trent?" And that's why I love all my fans out there. Thank you, Kevin. I know you're my. I know
You're
I'm
my
your
only
favorite
fan.
Yeah, right.
No, that's a different page.
No, wait, whoa, we're going back to OnlyFans. OnlyFans, where I'm showing just my feet and my butt, right? Isn't that how it went? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are playing the drinking game, what we do here is when you hear the dog barking in the background, you are to take a shot of any kind of liquor that is around you. So take a shot, dog wanted out, and more than likely, before this podcast is done,
You'll hear her again.
You'll hear her again because she'll want back in the fucking house.
I wonder how many people actually done the the drinking game. Can we get some people to write in?
Yeah, there's the dog in the background. That's
tell
shot
us
too.
like you've actually done this game, because I really want to know who's done this game.
So along the line here, we get ghost stories sent in to us as well. And where can they send their ghost stories if they want to send in
GhostFT@yahoo.com.
Where is that?
GhostFT@yahoo.com.
Yeah, write in your ghost stories and we will read them here on the show. Let us know your experiences with ghosts. Have you even aliens? Have you seen aliens? Have aliens stuck things in your ass?
Anything weird? Yeah.
I don't want to hear if your
Bigfoot.
uncle stuck something in your ass. We want to hear about the aliens sticking stuff in your ass.
Have you ever heard of a spook spectrum of ghosts?
We are here to believe you.
Yeah. Ready to believe you.
Exactly, definitely.
Oh, crap.
Oh, great.
God.
So everyone's ears are probably gone now.
Sorry, guys.
Because last episode I heard him, like, he was running his hands down the spring of the handle here.
Oh, and you could hear it.
And you can hear it in the car. It's like, grrrk, grrrk.
My bad, guys. My bad.
But yeah, so that's just a little introduction to herself. And I do have to say that Newsroom Nessie is a believing skeptic.
Yeah, no, I believe. I just need more evidence to like fully understand, because I have a lot of questions, obviously. And I'm real science-based, so I want more evidence.
Yeah.
She's more of the, I'm maybe ready to believe you.
Yeah. But I need like a controlled
Yeah, I need like the control, and then you need the other couple to like the tests. Yeah,
Your dependent variable. and stuff like that.
And with the paranormal, though, that is really hard to do because
it's a one-time thing. If you hear it, you hear it. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, it's just done.
Right.
Plus, a
You're not
lot of
gonna
the
get another
things
chance.
are not the same. It's like humans.
Yeah, it's really weird because like we'll be hunting or something like that, and you will get the sound on a recorder, but you won't get the sound on the camera, or vice versa.
Or you don't hear it,
or
until
you hear it with your
listen to
ears. Yeah, you
Yeah.
hear it with your ears, but it doesn't pick up on audio.
Yeah.
So it's just weird in how to kind of have like a controlled aspect.
You can't. You have to break it down to whatever was happening, and then try to do some kind of experiment with that to reproduce the results.
Yeah, so you are more than willing to have things happen. There's a shot, taking a shot, dog in the background.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm open to it. I don't get like the feelings that you do. I would definitely say I'm not a empath.
Yeah.
I mean, I work in a funeral home and cemeteries and walk around in mausoleums, and there's thousands of dead bodies around me, and I'm just like chilling.
Yeah.
I don't get a weird feeling or anything like that. So
Yeah. And when you say an empath, I'm not an empath, but I get feelings. I guess you could.
You're more in
Open to it.
tune with it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
after living in a haunted house as long as I have,
Yeah.
you just get these feelings when you know something's happening or whatnot.
Oh, I get it. It's just like a mother's intuition. It's just I get
because,
it. Just a feeling.
Because over this past weekend we were shooting some new commercial spots for our merch shop.
Yeah.
And I took you out to a local cemetery here.
Yep.
Where I get, as soon as I step into that cemetery, I just get feeling after feeling walking through that cemetery.
Really? Yeah, it's a super old cemetery. It's really cool. I mean, I grew up over there, so we'd go walk through there to the river and hang out. And I never experienced anything.
Yeah, because there's like headstones from the early 1800s there.
Yeah.
They're very, weather worn and all that.
Yeah.
And they're really cool to go around and look at. And you could just feel the spiritual energy inside the cemetery. And I'm walking through, I'm like, wow, do you feel that? And I'm just looking back at you, and you're like, feel what? What am I supposed to feel?
Yeah,
I do this for a living.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then we took you over to the old trading post as well.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
And
Knocked on the window.
knocked on the window to see if it
No
would
one
knock
knocked
back.
back.
No one knocked back.
You go watch that video if you haven't.
Yeah. Also, if you guys are just now listening to us via podcast, we do have a YouTube channel where we also have videos of our experiences as well. You guys can go out and check out. What we're talking about is we were out there just doing a photo shoot for our merch, and he knocked on this window, and this window knocked back at him. And this is an old.
It was like an old locked building, so it's not like anyone was in there.
Nobody was in there knocking back.
No.
And he flipped his shit.
Yeah,
and
because-
ran and.
Go watch the video. It's pretty crazy, not gonna lie.
So you guys can go out and get some extra Ghost Freaking Talking content. That dog is every time. Whenever we fire up this podcast,
Never
this dog
fails.
never fails to be in and out. And we don't like to edit, so we just leave it as
Just
it is.
roll with it. It's life,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah, so it's real life stuff. But what was I saying? So we have a lot of extra content out there. We have we went on a trip. I went on a trip to New Jersey and went out to the haunted road out there. Clinton Road in New Jersey, the most haunted road in America.
Yeah.
So there's some awesome evidence out that way. We've been to Tinker Swiss and have some evidence. Local hunts here at our house, and then we also have at Wolf Hollow.
Yeah.
We have a hunt at Wolf Hollow.
Yeah.
All right, so dude, you want to let the dog in? I don't know why she wanted out, and now she wants in. So everyone's gonna be tanked by the end of this. Like we are 13 minutes in. 13 minutes into this episode, and this dog has everybody tanked. They're not even gonna learn about any of the extra stuff we're gonna be reading tonight. But because we do have a couple stories here tonight, we're gonna be talking about a local haunt that has happened here in our Rockford area, actually really close here to home, about a ghost tied to a gate that people have been seeing.
Crazy.
And then Zach Baggins is in the news again, buying some more weird shit. So we're going to read about him buying a haunted guitar.
Okay.
So we got those 2 news stories coming here tonight. I don't have any paranormal experiences to relate to you because I think we just recorded an episode like 4 days ago. So not a lot of stuff has happened in between the 2 shows. But I do want to do a couple of quick plugs here. On September 18th, we are going to be live at Wolf Hollow doing 2 live podcasts. One starting at 12 to 2. Right? 12 to 2?
Yep, 12 to 2, and then there'll be an hour in between the second show.
And then we'll be live from 3
to 5.
3 to 5, where we will be talking on the first 2 hours. We're going to be talking to a guy that runs a local haunted house here.
Awesome.
So we'll talk about that with him because evidently the building that they run the haunted house in is actually haunted.
Cool.
So I want to get some cool stories from them. And then for the second half, we are going to be talking to the State Line Medium.
State Line Medium.
Right.
We're going to be talking to a medium, and I just got clarification yesterday that all 3 of us will be at the show.
All 3 of us will be there.
Sweet.
So all 3 of us will be live there at Wolf Hollow, and you guys can listen to those podcasts live and on our YouTube channel. So if you guys want to interact with us, if you guys have any questions for our guests or whatnot, you guys can write questions in the chat, and we'll read them back and get your questions asked to our guests. So those will be live on September 18th, live at Wolf Hollow. And then later on that night, we actually have something else what we're doing at 8 p.m. We're going to have people there to learn how to investigate, and we're going to show them some of our equipment and let them test it out at Wolf Hollow. So
yeah, that's awesome. And that's Central Time.
Yeah, that's Central Time.
So
yeah, I forgot about that. But we also have another plug. I got the date and time confirmed for this next gig is in October 2nd. We will be live here on YouTube again with our friend Mr. Hinkle Draws.
Awesome.
What we're going to be doing, it will be a 2-hour segment here, and I think it will probably only be on YouTube because I don't know how it's going to translate well onto podcast.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is he is going to be doing some live doodling on his computer.
Awesome.
And it's going to be like a Pictionary thing where people have to in the comment section guess what he's drawing.
Okay.
So he wants me to get him 10 Halloween or spooky things
that he can draw.
That's not going to be so obvious for people to pick up on.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
we're going to be doing that, and that will be October 10th, or not October 10th, October 2nd, from 6 p.m. Central to 8 p.m. Central, from 6 to 8 Central.
Awesome.
So,
what day of the week is that?
This is a Saturday night.
Saturday night, okay.
Yeah, so, and we will be handing out some sticker prizes. He's got his new Halloween sticker line coming out.
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's right.
so you guys can
Exciting.
buy those. Go to Kevin is it Kevin H. Hinkle? Kevin E. Hinkle? What is it? It's Kevin A. Hinkle. KevinAHinkle.com.
How'd you mess that up?
I don't know. The dog is really throwing me
I
off.
know. The dog's walking around and super freaking antsy.
The dog is really stressing me out.
Yeah.
So I think we should take a break then.
Hold on a second. So go to KevinAHinkle.com and you can make some orders. He's got some awesome prints and he's got some stickers.
Yeah.
There's a really awesome Elvira print out there.
It's a pretty sick print.
It's really awesome print, and there's a GFT Easter egg on it where he put GFT on the floor.
Yeah, that's awesome.
As a thank you to the Ghost Freaking Talking crew here. So, all right, guys. So I guess I will take a break here real quick, and then when we come back, we will talk about a haunted guitar that Zach Baggins will be getting. So we'll be right back.
And if you want to get your awesome Ghost Frickin' Talkin' merch, make sure you hit us up at gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com. And they have all kinds of different colors and styles. And make sure you get your coffee cups and even your dog bandana.
All right, guys, so make sure to go out and get your awesome Ghost Frickin' Talking gear. Make sure to go to, what site is that?
It is gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
Yeah,
Dang, dude.
get your awesome... Dude, I'm telling you, one take when we were doing the commercial out at the cemetery. Boom, one take, she was done.
I know, in the car, I'm like, wait, I have lines? I
Yeah,
thought you were
she's
just
like-
taking photos.
So she got it down one shot and we were done. It was like the quickest commercial shoot we've done. So go out and get yourself some awesome Ghost Frickin' Talking gear. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as if you guys have been listening, I am a huge Ghost Adventures fan. I am a big Zach Baggins fan, and a lot of people poo-poo on Zach Baggins, say he's a tool and he's an overactor, or whatnot. But Zach Baggins and Ghost Adventures were what really got me into trying to figure out. Got me thinking about all the stuff that's been happening in the house and how to go at searching for stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Because we want answers.
Yes, we want answers.
Yeah, we all do.
I didn't believe into the paranormal until I came face to face with one.
Why are you running? Stop running!
But yeah, so I am always interested when Zach Baggins has stuff in the news, and he's got Zach Baggins buys $666
Nice
satanic 6-string haunted guitar that supposedly killed a teen.
Oh.
Yeah, a terrifying artifact is currently in transit to Zach Baggins' The Haunted Museum. The Ghost Adventures host told Newsweek on Friday. Baggins is now the owner of a supposedly haunted acoustic guitar that could have been involved in the death of a teenager in 1979. So right here, this line right here says
said
could have.
Yeah, right. So what does it elaborate what the story is with the kid, how he got killed?
Yeah. He goes, I don't play the guitar very well, but you can rest assured that I will most definitely play this instrument and see if anything happens to me, Baggins wrote.
Yeah, of course.
Baggins purchased the guitar, the brand of which is unknown since the logo has been removed, through online music retailer Reverb for $666.
Of course. Well, that's just because it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
It's a funny number now.
So it's a satanic guitar. Of course, I'm going to sell it for $666.
Right. And not to go too far off, but we talked about a guitar a couple episodes ago, right?
Yeah,
where the dude made the guitar out of his uncle's ribcage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go back and listen to that guitar one, that one was pretty interesting. But here on the story, it says Reverb's listing included a macabre history of the instrument.
Macabre.
Hey, what was it? The We in the Shadows? It's like, hey, master, isn't this macabre
or something? Yeah, I forget how he says it, but
apparently the seller was given the acoustic guitar, which is said to be cursed, by the mother of the deceased boy. The seller listed the instrument with a warning to the future buyer. Please use extreme caution when conjuring the phantasmic spirits that seem to be channeled through this Iniquitous instrument.
Incredulous
instrument?
I
don't know. The original owner of the guitar was said to be a 13-year-old boy who was rumored to be a Satan worshiper.
a 13-year-old boy is a Satan worshiper.
Well,
okay.
you'd be surprised.
Well, they say they may worship Satan. But
right.
Yeah.
The listing mentions black magic, devil worship, and more before noting how the guitar was possibly involved in the boy's untimely death.
Well, hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. Maybe his parents were Christian and he caught him jerking the spanking the monkey. And then now he's like, dude, isn't that the thing where you like worship Satan if you masturbate or something like that? And if you're Christian or something? Isn't that a real I swear to God, it's a real thing.
Well, I think it's like...
Well, a lot of Christians think anything that's not in the Bible is satanic, so technically speaking, but...
So unless masturbation was in the Bible...
Yeah, I don't know.
But I
didn't
don't
read
think
it.
masturbation is like, pumping the devil's,
I don't know.
horn or whatever.
I don't know. All I remember is hearing about this. Sorry, no, I had to go back to it because I thought it'd be funny, which it is, but I just needed to know.
All right, so if you are a Christian out there, let us know. Write to us at ghostft@yahoo.com and let us know, is it Christianly to masturbate? Everybody masturbates. you know,
Just like everybody poops.
Just like the monkey.
Otherwise Christians would have balls the size of fucking Texas, right?
Bigger
I
sack
don't know.
than Santa
Unless
Claus.
they just have sex more often. I don't know.
Oh.
I guess it depends on the type of Christian because you have, I know some Christians that are, open and stuff and don't, and then I know other Christians that like live their life according to how the Bible says you should live your life. So it kind of, varies on the spectrum.
All right, so the story says his death has never been solved, but the calamitous kid was found lying on his bed with this guitar draped across him, apparently electrocuted, even though it is an acoustic guitar.
What? So he died from electrocution?
Yeah, he died from Well, all right, so this story is all kind of wonky. It says his death has never been solved, but the calamitous kid was found lying on his bed with this guitar draped across him, apparently electrocuted. So evidently, so you have to have some kind of death, like when you're doing the death certificate, right?
Yeah.
So evidently his death was by electrocution, but the guitar was an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
or
weird.
was it
Sounds weird.
like I have a guitar that could double as an acoustic and a electric guitar.
Yeah, but if
I
it's not
can see
plugged
that.
into anything.
Yeah. According to the listing, the owner decided to sell the guitar because of the haunted activity it seemed to bring. I've heard the strings start to ring out by themselves, despite no one being near the guitar. Further, on 3 occasions, I put the guitar in my bedroom closet, only to find the guitar on my bed when I returned home.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, that's a bit
I
creepy.
live alone.
That's like some Annabelle shit, dude.
Yeah, that's a bit creepy if it's, if he's explaining other instances.
The final straw occurred when I saw the guitar levitate out of the trash can I had somberly placed it in.
Okay, that one sounds pretty bullcrap to me.
Yeah, so
It's like, let me out.
right, let me out. So Zach Baggins, evidently this guitar is going to be in his museum.
Okay, with all the other stuff he has.
Yep.
I guess we'll see if there's any truth to anything, or does he try to like bless this stuff somehow so it doesn't.
I don't think he does.
He just keeps it in one spot, kind of safe from people to be messing with it.
Yeah, because he had the fucking debit box
That
in
is
his
true.
museum,
That
and
is
he
true.
fucking opened it in the
Yeah.
museum.
That is also
And what
very true.
happened? Nothing really. I watched the video. I remember the video. It came on kind of during the first part of the pandemic, I believe.
Yeah,
but
because
I
what's
don't
that
remember anything
rapper
like
with
big
all the tattoos on his face?
Post
6ix9ine.
Malone.
Post
What?
Malone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
Post
mind.
Malone was there when he was opening it, and Post Malone had some shit happen to him, I guess.
Oh,
never
okay.
mind.
Yeah, I guess I really didn't pay too much attention to that particular episode.
Yeah,
but-
so what
Yeah.
Zach does,
Apparently.
he takes this stuff into his museum and he plays with it in his museum. The guy that had the Annabelle doll brought the Annabelle doll to the museum and told Zach,
Don't touch it. I
don't-
swear to God, dude.
Yeah, the
Leave
guy's
it
like,
in
don't
the-
fucking touch Annabelle doll. And what does Zach do?
Touch
he
it.
fucking touches it.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Nothing. No. Zach said he had like nightmares or something, you
Okay.
know, from after touching Annabelle. But so yeah, so that's
Crazy.
Yeah, so Zach Baggins.
Interesting.
You know, I really want to get out to Vegas to see this museum.
Oh yeah,
now.
because it's open to the public, huh?
Yeah. So you can go out there, and he's got the Kevorkian van.
Oh yeah.
They actually have that inside the museum because this is a house turned into a museum.
Mm-hmm.
So they tore apart this van and rebuilt it inside the
That's cool.
house.
Yeah.
So you can go and check out the Kevorkian van. He's got Bela Lugosi's mirror that's supposedly haunted.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the debit box still there, and he has all these other creepy dolls. He's got like a whole room just of creepy dolls and shit.
Yeah.
So definitely want to go out there and check that out. And I think it was up for a vote for #1 attraction in America.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I didn't see what the final vote was on that, but he was up for his museum being #1 attraction.
That's cool
To see in America. So
Yeah.
so
Be awesome.
hopefully
We'll
that
check
worked
it
out for him.
Yeah.
So he'll be in there, strumming this 6-string,
Yeah.
trying to
Conjuring Satan, apparently.
Yeah. So it's still weird though that the kid was dead of an apparent electrocution, but the guitar wasn't an electric guitar.
Yeah, it's weird.
Unless
he just spontaneously combusted.
Yeah. Or, there's also where maybe a wire was loose somewhere, like next to his bed,
But you
and
think
it went through
then
the
there
bed.
would be
Maybe
evidence
Zeus.
of that, like
Yeah.
a fried bed or,
Or Zeus just smited him.
Yeah.
Zeus smited him?
Zeus is like, nah, you suck.
Zeus has entered the arena. All right, so we're going to take another break here real quick, and then we're going to read this local ghost story that I got off of our friends from Rockford Scanner. Someone wrote into them about this instance of this chick that's chained to a guardrail or something
Kinky.
on Harlem Road. Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, so if you want some ghost freaking talking gear, make sure to go to gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com and make sure to order some ghost freaking talking merch. We even have dog bandanas and coffee cups. All right, guys, so make sure to go out and get yourself some ghost freaking talking gear. I know you guys are going to get tired of this plug, but what is that site?
It is gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
Yeah, and you can look sexy like us.
Heck yeah,
and
dude.
some ghost freaking talking gear. All right, guys, so we are moving into a story that's kind of close to home here.
Yeah.
This happened here in Rockford, Illinois. This was written in by some people to our friends at Rockford Scanner who have promoted us in the past. So thank you, Rockford Scanner, for promoting us.
Yeah, thank you.
And now we're stealing your shit. All right, so this was wrote into Rockford Scanner. My buddy and I were driving back from Candlewick to Rockford. We were traveling westbound on Harlem Road towards Rockford. It was late at night. I would say approximately 3 a.m. or so. Ooh, the witching hour.
Yeah.
Spooky.
As we drove by the gates for the Willow Creek area of the Rock Cut State Park, we saw something we will never forget. And that is the gate for the swimming part.
Okay, I'm trying to think off Harlem there. I'm not real familiar with the entrance.
The Olson Lake area.
Okay, where they had E. coli back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that gate that's right up there off of Harlem.
Okay.
He goes, we saw a woman dressed all in white that was tied to the gate. All right.
So,
Yeah.
if it's a ghost, how is it tied to the gate? Isn't it like an apparition?
I don't know. Have you seen Ghostbusters?
Maybe it was, tied with ghostly binds. Maybe
Yeah, that could.
It was very strange, though. She had a glow to her. As we drove by, the woman raised her head and her eyes were pure blackness. And you could see she was tied to the gate. Her arms stretched out and each arm was tied to each side of the gate. My buddy saw it too. And we both looked at each other and was like, did you just see that? And we both agreed that it was something that we both saw. The same thing. So we knew then it wasn't our eyes playing tricks on us, but we were both actually seeing the same thing. We quickly turned back around to help the woman, and we called the police. We get to the gate, and the woman was gone.
Uh-oh.
Get pranked, kids. Oh.
Yeah. It was only a matter of seconds, so she couldn't have gone far. So we were searching the area and woods for her, thinking the woman was in need of help. The Loves Park police officer arrived on scene, and the officer was laughing. My buddy and I were trying to figure out why. Why was he laughing?
Yeah.
The officer told us to stop searching because what we saw there that night, we weren't going to find it. We asked what he meant by that. He told us every so often a woman ghost appears there, and every so often they get calls about her. He told us that the legend has it that a female was tied to the gates years ago and died, and that her ghost was allegedly haunting the gate and the area.
So, isn't there an actual report of that? Or what? Because, like, if so, then that kind of backs up evidence. Because wouldn't you have a report that says she was...
Yeah, you would think that the police would host a report that had happened.
I don't know. Did you do your research?
No, I don't. We don't do research here. And that they got calls late at night from people who see her. The officer explained that the Rock Cut State Park has had numerous deaths over the years. Murders, suicides, and accidents. Because they do have Suicide Rock out there.
True.
Where people go out there and off themselves.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And she was just one of many ghosts that allegedly haunt the park and that area. I actually had a kid when I was in junior high.
Yeah.
He went out to the Rock Cut and shot himself. And I remember, because we all had to sit down with a counselor to talk about it. I wasn't friends with them or anything.
Right.
But they just wanted to make sure that, this wasn't like a
It's
suicide
like not a
pact
common
or,
thing. Yeah.
He goes, we were pretty shaken up and confident we saw a woman in need of help, but she quickly disappeared. I mean, quickly. And the police told us it was just another ghost sighting. Just another ghost sighting.
Can you imagine, like, you're all panicky, like, trying to find this person because you think they're, like, a legit person in need, and then the cops come and they're laughing at you, like, dude, it's a ghost. Just go back home.
Right. The officers did search the area with us just to make sure no one was in the woods that needed help, and to ease our minds knowing that no one actually needed help that night. I will say that we both know what we saw: a woman in white that had each arm tied to each side of the Willow Creek entrance gate. The Rock Cut State Park, at Rock Cut State Park, she had an eerie white glow to her, and her eyes were pure black.
So if they're driving by at 3 a.m., how do they see that her eyes are pitch black?
I mean, because she was glowing everywhere else, except for her eyes.
Yeah, I suppose it's logical.
So like he brought up the point. Did somebody actually die there?
I don't know. You'd have to do a little research and
police
see.
report.
Yeah.
It's almost got me, being inquisitive enough, being like, call the Loves Park Police Department and be like, I run a paranormal podcast. Is there any way I could get a clarification?
You'd probably just have to do a little research first. I don't know if they would give you information off a police report like that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like...
I mean, it's like public record, but I don't know. I don't know.
And so I was...
Just look and see if it's in the paper. There might be an article in like the Rockford Register Star, I mean, you would think if something like that happened, it would be a big news story.
Yeah. And so I was reading a bunch of comments because there was a shit ton of comments because it was on Facebook. And people were saying that evidently the area that was out that way used to house like a mental facility.
Huh.
Okay.
That was taken down. And they think that might be something tied to, all the negativity and stuff that was out that way. Because, if you go to like any kind of insane asylum, in America, they're shut down. But they're haunted as fuck.
Yeah.
Because of so much negative energy is tied to it.
Yeah.
But the Rockford area has a lot of women in white sightings. Evidently, now we got a woman in white tied to a gate.
Yeah.
We have the woman in white that is out at the Coronado Theater.
Isn't there a woman in white at some house that she drowned herself on the river with or something? I remember reading it.
No, we went to that thing where she was telling us the stories about. There's a woman that drowned herself in the Rock River out there.
Oh.
And evidently there's a house that's attached to Burpee Museum.
Okay.
The house that's tied to Burpee Museum is haunted with this woman's ghost.
Interesting.
So, and they say she's in white. And when I brought up the story to Kathy Crystal about the lady that's in the elevator, she goes, that could also be the woman in white because it was that general area where this woman drowned.
Oh, okay.
And whether her spirit disperses different directions.
wanders
on it.
around, yeah.
And if you guys want to go and check out that, we actually have a video where we actually got voices through our spirit box in that elevator, that haunted elevator outside Coronado.
It's part of our Rewind series.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go and check that out, that's some pretty nifty stuff out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I almost want to, like I said, talk to the Loud Spark Police Office or get a hold of Rockford Scanner and see if we can't talk to these guys themselves, because I can tell bullshit from a mile away. You know, if you're sitting there talking to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, whether they just want to get their story
Yeah.
on here. But, you know, what's going to collaborate with their...
Corroborate?
Corroborate? What's the word?
Collaborate?
Are you trying like collaborate, like work together, or
No.
corroborate?
Corroborate.
Yeah.
Corroborate. It just doesn't sound like when I said it first time. You know, whether the police actually were called out there. Because there has to be some kind of call log.
Well, do you
or
have any
police
idea when
report.
this is? Because they're gonna laugh at you if you just, you know,
No.
if you don't even have like a year, maybe this could happen. So maybe just do a little research online before you
Yeah.
call them.
And definitely because, you know, in the end, it could just be a ghost story.
Yeah.
Good. Just a legend.
You know,
People talk about.
you know, and then, you know, it's just some people don't just like to get on,
Just to be
in the
heard.
news and, you know, just make up stories. And that's what aggravates me big time. You know, even looking on TikTok and stuff like that, are people posting these bullshit videos.
Fake shit, yeah.
And then people are eating it up like it's fucking real. And I'm just
It's entertainment, yeah.
And I'm just sitting here like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, no wonder why no one takes the paranormal community serious. You know, they're like, oh, you know, a bunch of fat guys walking around an empty, you know, apartment building, you know, with their radios that they're just getting radio interference through and thinking that it's ghost and shit like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, I've seen stuff, been scratched, seen things, things move.
Yeah.
People touch you, and you can't explain it.
Yeah.
But if I were to take a video of it, I know it's real.
But it's up to the people to.
But, you know,
think
you
about
could be that person like me on TikTok being like, that's fucking fake.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, everything's subjective. So.
all right, guys. So that is our show for tonight. Make sure to give us an awesome review here on wherever you're getting your podcast. Apple review. Make sure to give us a 5-star review on that one. Also, make sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and keep up with all of our awesome stuff we have coming up with Wolf Hollow. We got stuff with Mr. Hinkle Draws. We have our big month of October coming up. Like I said, hopefully we pump out some episodes here. Like I said, even if you guys are not interested, I will sit here and I will, you know, spit out.
I am
some
always
stuff.
interested
Because I kind of want to do kind of a movie type of thing where we're gonna talk about, let's say, the Freddy franchise, and then I'll give a rundown of like total kills or something like that, and then, you know, Freddy Krueger is rumored to actually be based off of a real guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we'll jump into, you know, kind of stuff like that.
It's cool.
And, you know, I want to do like a shark one, just kind of spice it up, change it up a bit with shark movies with like Jaws and Sharknado and Deep Blue Sea and all that kind of fucking shit. Just kind of, well, that's kind of the route that I kind of want to go with, and sprinkle in some spook, specters, and ghosts along the way.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a little bit of lineup of things. All right, so like I said, we are really looking forward to this live event, and we hope that we can get a lot of interaction with our fans, whether they're in the comment section or whatnot when we're at Wolf Hollow. We got some, like I said, we're going to give some prizes away with Mr. Hinkle Draws when we do the doodle stream with him. So that should be a really awesome time. And he sent out he got the new Halloween stickers in, and he sent me a set.
Sweet.
So hopefully
Excited to see him.
Hopefully they'll get here either probably tomorrow they'll be here.
Awesome.
So I'm doing a cool little spot for him right now, editing down some video, and we'll get that out there. So we'll run that along with our merch shop. And one last plug for the merch shop. Where can they find our merch?
It is at gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
Awesome. Also, make sure to check us out on YouTube as well and get all those awesome extra bonus videos and see our lovely face while we're doing these podcasts. Hey guys, well, I am your host. My name is Nick.
I'm Trenton.
And I am Loser Nessie.
And as always,
everyone has a story to tell.
And
stay spooky.
Yeah, we did it right this time.
Yeah.
All right.